All right, strap in. Because this is not a calm training camp breakdown, this is a boxing thriller disguised as Inside Camp. And the title says it all. Inside Camp.
Before you even throw the punches, your stance must be right as far as your pivot. Start off with your pivot, get on your pivot, and it's light. The jab goes like this. This is exactly how the jab go. Jab. This is called a 1-2. Boom, boom. You bring the hook with it. You can go to the body. Jab. Just double jab. Triple jab. Short hook. Wide hook. Short hook. Wide hook.
I said I had a dream that I was that fast and then I was.
Why you wake up? You should have kept dreaming.
Fast.
Keep dreaming. Dreaming, boys, you wake up.
That nigga not beating you, bro. You know that. You know that.
So I'm the best fighter in boxing, bro. I'm telling you. No disrespect.
Jersey. Yeah.
I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this.
You so close, bro.
I can't wait for this. You get frustrated. You can't figure it out.
Honestly, that's why me and like Floyd is so like close now, because it's like I'm a genuine person, and he don't like he like genuine people around. So,
do you think he sees a lot of himself in you? And I mean this from a point of view of you're very calculated the way you fight, and up to a certain point in his career, you know, you have a good knockout ratio. He had one, but as you move up in weights, we talked about this in London, that changes, but so does the competition. Do you think he sees a lot of you in himself?
yeah,
Floyd Mayweather teaches Shakur Stevenson untouchable defense for Teofimo Lopez fight. And if you think that's clickbait, the footage basically laughs in your face and says, watch closer.
I feel as though I appreciate them guys. I appreciate them. I really don't even look at them like how everybody else look at them. I look at them,
Friends.
yeah, like it's like cool people.
What's the sort of last couple from me? What's the sort of best bit of advice he's given? You've obviously got so many people you can call on. You're in a very fortunate position like that, and you've got a strong team. What's the sort of best bit of advice he's given you in this game?
A lot of advice he would give me is like boxing related. He always wanted to show me like little tricks and little things that I could take with me. And that's why I fuck with Floyd heavy, because a lot of people be hating on him, but they don't understand he really like a real dude. And you know what's even crazier? A lot of people be seeing him like when he around, he come with like 15, 16 people. I swear he had to be at the gym with like 2 or 3 people. 2 or 3 people chilling. It was a normal vibe for him. It was regular. He was comfortable, and I think that side of Floyd, I think that's the side that I like.
We're just caught up in London, so we don't need to go into the fight too much. We'll be out there in Saudi Arabia and we'll catch up further then. Appreciate your time.
From the very first second inside camp, it becomes painfully obvious that Shakur Stevenson isn't training to survive against Teofimo Lopez. He's training to erase him inch by inch, and the architect behind this quiet demolition plan, none other than the most untouchable boxer of the modern era.
Go to the body. Slide over here. Slide over here. You drop on the shots like this. You go here. 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 Back with the jab. Down to the body.
Yeah, that's the second time that happened to you. Yeah. And I ain't even touch your body.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., who doesn't bark, doesn't shout, doesn't hype, he corrects, and every correction feels like a warning shot aimed directly at Lopez's confidence. This camp doesn't feel loud, flashy, or chaotic. It feels surgical, almost eerie, like you're watching a man being programmed to make another elite fighter miss punches by millimeters, and then punish him for even trying, because Floyd isn't teaching combinations here. He's teaching absence, the art of not being there, the cruel magic trick where your opponent throws everything they have and still ends the round wondering why nothing landed clean.
Like back and forth 3 times.
Once you tired, you tired.
First sparring day, say he about to violate, we about to see.
Well, this Mexican up. He gonna think he gonna think the referee hitting him in that bitch. Champ gonna just be hitting him all day long. Bop, bop, bop. He gonna be steady coming. Oh, he tough. But we gonna hit him with all that good shit. We gonna be ready for his ass.
You need people like this.
You need people like this so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, will I make you good? So, yeah, get ready. We need.
Shakur isn't moving fast. He's moving early, which is infinitely more dangerous. And Floyd's obsession with stance, balance, and timing turns every jab into a trap and every defensive movement into a setup for humiliation. And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. This doesn't look like mentorship. It looks like inheritance. Because Shakur doesn't treat Floyd like a coach for hire, he treats him like family, like someone who understands his mind, his patience, his willingness to let a fight starve instead of forcing it to feast. And that...
We gonna lose. We can't lose. Because all we do is win.
You already know what I was popping pills with him, been falling back from Killer Dell, cause I might try drill nigga. Shit. My youngin' died that 20 like a real nigga. Shots to his head, hit his chest like some real liquor. Times in the feds, and my homie gotta deal with it. My dogs call my other dog, expecting me to chill with her. You know what you did, nigga. You ain't moving low, no, we know where you live. When we catch you, it's the Super Bowl. Whoa.
My bitch trippin', say she think I might OD off pills. How the so I'm gonna sleep, I've been on 30 drills. And when I think I still feel for my youngins in the field, he catches.
That bond alone changes the psychological math of this matchup. While fans scream for knockouts, Floyd is whispering instructions that turn fights into hostage situations, where the opponent slowly realizes they're stuck chasing shadows while the clock bleeds out. The camp footage shows...
That's 2. With the phone in my hand. I almost missed that one. There it go. 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 He trying to run me into the wall. Y'all didn't see that? He's trying. Man, I performed. You know that. I told y'all what I was gonna do. I was gonna come out here and beat every game. And look, he's thinking about saying, let's play again.
I am.
I told
Yeah, one more game.
I told you one more. No, hey. I just said I ain't got time. He gotta work out. I ain't got time to be playing him all day.
Floyd drilling Shakur on foot placement, head position, and the tiny adjustments that don't trend on social media but absolutely ruin careers. And the scary part is how quickly Shakur absorbs it. No wasted motion, no ego, no resistance. Just quiet execution like a student who already knows the answer and is simply refining the handwriting.
Start the year off right. You about to take this home. The whole family. You know that.
That was all you doing this.
No.
I promise. I'm not in training. I don't got it.
This isn't defense for defense's sake. This is weaponized defense. The kind that makes aggressive fighters second-guess themselves, hesitate mid-combination, and ultimately abandon their identity just to land something, which is exactly where fights are lost. The emphasis on distance control is ruthless. Shakur isn't just staying out of range, he's controlling when Lopez thinks he's in range, baiting him forward, then sliding just enough to make punches graze air while keeping his own balance perfect for counters that feel disrespectfully clean.
Making fights, and Teo style, even if he's on his front foot, he doesn't commit to a lot of punches on the front foot, but he can fight that way. Shakur almost exclusively wants to go defense to offense versus leading the exchange. So I don't know, not to say Shakur will be on the back foot the whole time. That's not necessarily how I see the fight going, but I don't know if this is going to be like a knockdown, drag him out type of thing. I think we're going to get a defensive sweet shot.
And while critics love to scream boring, Floyd smiles because boring fighters don't retire undefeated and rich. Precise ones do. The mental side of this camp is where things get genuinely unsettling because Shakur talks about adjustments like a chess grandmaster, not a puncher. And that calm, analytical approach suggests he's not preparing for chaos. He's preparing for inevitability. Trusting that if he stays disciplined long enough, Lopez will eventually crack first. The head movement drills are subtle but devastating. Tiny slips, shoulder rolls, micro ducks that preserve balance and leave Shakur perfectly aligned to counter. And when you see it in motion, you realize this isn't flashy defense, it's efficient cruelty. The kind that makes opponents feel slow even when they're not. The move to 140 pounds adds another layer of intrigue because instead of bulking recklessly, Shakur's camp focuses on lean muscle, stamina, and maintaining that ghost-like mobility, suggesting they're not worried about Lopez's power as much as they're worried about tempo. Because power doesn't matter if it never lands clean. Meanwhile, the camp energy subtly shifts when Terence Crawford...
We gonna lose. We can't lose. Because all we do is win.
You already know what I was popping pills with him, been falling back from Killer Dell, cause I might try drill nigga. Shit. My youngin' died at 20 like a real nigga. Shots to his head, hit his chest like some real liquor. Times in the feds, and my homie gotta deal with it. My dog saw my other dog, expecting me to chill with him. You know what you did, nigga. You ain't moving low, no, we know where you live. When we catch you, it's the Super Bowl. Whoa.
My bitch trippin', say she think I might OD off pills. How the else I'm gonna sleep? I've been on 30 drills. And when I think I still feel for my youngins in the field,
Crawford enters the picture. And that's when the message becomes loud without words. Elite recognizes elite. And Crawford's presence isn't for show. It's a reminder that the highest level of boxing isn't about brawling. It's about control, patience, and knowing when to pull the trigger. Experts watching this footage don't see a war. They see a stylistic puzzle where Shakur's timing and counters clash with Lopez's forward pressure and confidence, creating a fight that could either explode or suffocate depending on who blinks first. Lopez, to his credit, enters this fight believing it's his moment, convinced that his experience at 100...
Mine is limitless, so then again, it's like I could always succeed to another level with it, and exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you do. I love this. I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. This has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready, and emotionally, oh, I'm on fire, you know, I'm on fire with it, you know, because all I ever did was try to be great, you know, and it's no longer trying. I am great. And it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping myself level-headed, and really just enjoying each day that we
40 pounds, and his explosive offense will crack Shakur's shell. And that belief alone makes him dangerous because confident fighters take risks others won't. Trainers like Abel Sanchez warn that if both men choose to counter instead of press, the fight could turn into a chess match, so technical it divides fans instantly, while Robert Garcia slightly leans toward Lopez based on his comfort at the weight and willingness to step forward. But even that prediction comes with hesitation, because nobody wants to publicly bet against a Floyd-influenced defensive specialist who looks this locked in. Then comes the most uncomfortable truth, dropped casually by Paulie Malignaggi.
Special fight. It's the type of matchups we always are acting for. When it comes to explosiveness, I would have to go with Teo. When it comes to actual rapid speed, I would have to go with Teo. But when it comes to body punching, when it comes to good timing, when it comes to craft, I would have to give all of that to Shakur Stevenson.
What do you think, Doug?
They're both boxers. I look at Stevenson as a versatile technician. I look at Teofimo. He's a boxer puncher, but his specialty is his counter punching.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if Stevenson wants to be on his stick and move game, very difficult style matchup for Teofimo, and maybe not that entertaining to the fans.
Because Stevenson's longer.
Exactly.
Stevenson's defense probably the best in the game, and he's longer.
Great reflexes and timing, and so does Teo. That's why he's a great counterpuncher. Mm-hmm. But Teo's, he's a very special athlete. As a competitor, he is one of those guys who saves his A game for a fellow elite opponent. That's when he really rises his game and shows us the Teofimo Lopez that everybody thought he was when he was a prospect. People used to look at him and say, oh, this guy is going to be the star of boxing. It didn't really play out that way, but every now and then he reminds us how special he is.
Yes. Teofimo is a two-division Ring Magazine champion. In both fights where he won the Ring Magazine championship, he was the underdog. 4-1 underdog against Lomachenko. People forget, Lomachenko was taking elite fighters in the lower divisions and they were quitting.
Yes.
He was beating them into some, they were like, I can't do this, right? And Teofimo beat him.
Who points out that Lopez is quietly becoming the underestimated one, overshadowed by Shakur's media buzz and fan love, despite possessing the kind of explosive power that ends fights instantly. And history shows Lopez is at his most dangerous when expectations dip and pressure shifts away. That's what makes this matchup so deliciously tense. One man trained to disappear, the other trained to destroy, both convinced the other is walking directly into their trap. And as the camp footage fades, one thing becomes crystal clear. This isn't about trash talk, knockdown predictions, or viral moments. This is about philosophy, patience, and whose belief system survives contact with reality. Floyd Mayweather isn't teaching Shakur how to win rounds.
With this situation, because Teofimo is at his most dangerous when he's counted out. And this is going to be one of those fights where he's going to be counted out. Because Shakur is looked at by and large as the guy who can dominate boxing in this generation, right? It's just a matter of him getting the opportunity. I myself have felt that he's the guy who could and should be dominating boxing if he gets the right matchups. But bro, this is one of the rare matchups, if not maybe the only matchup, where I feel like it's a big threat here to Shakur. And then it would all come undone only because of this reason. Teofimo Lopez, we've seen him at his best, but he typically brings out his best characteristics when he's back into the wall and he's counted out. And he's going to be counted out in this fight. By and large, people are going to side with Shakur in this fight to win the fight because he's the more consistent fighter, he's the more class fighter overall, and he's just so...
He's teaching him how to break rhythm, drain confidence, and make elite fighters doubt themselves. And if that lesson sticks on fight night, Teofimo Lopez won't be fighting a man. He'll be fighting a concept, a moving equation that never stays long enough to be solved. This fight doesn't promise fireworks. It promises frustration. And sometimes frustration is the most devastating weapon in boxing. Because by the time you realize you're losing, you're already too tired, too confused, and too proud to change the plan. And if Shakur Stevenson executes what Floyd Mayweather is teaching him inside this camp, the story of this fight won't be told in highlights. It'll be told in missed punches, confused looks, and a scoreboard quietly screaming what the eyes already know. Someone just got outclassed.